Hi Aquarius, it's Kimberly from As the Cards Turn Tarot. Thank you for joining me. We're going to look at your current energy. We're going to look at crystals, and then I will break it down in tarot and oracle cards. Okay, let's get started. Current energy for Aquarius. Confident, I see that you hold a lot, but you're not saying much. You feel that you have it under control. Being creative is right down to the heart of something. You're very, very creative with it. It could be blocks that you're creative. We're going to look at that because that fell to the floor. Something murky that you don't see coming, maybe. Or you were down a path that was, got a little hairy at certain times, Let's see who you're dealing with. They have their guard up, some of the healing they go through, they create themselves. You see that here, and then they're guarded and protected. So mood swings, somebody that you might be dealing with has mood swings. Take what resonates. Let's see what the cards say. Aquarius, current energy, here and now. Aquarius, current energy. Well, you got citrine and syrophase. Allow yourself to receive. And then citrine, bring in the light. So you get an enjoyment out of this. You take it as a grain of salt. I believe, you let it roll off your back type of energy. Angel Knights appearing. That means lighten up. So you tried or you made an attempt to shift the mindset of this. They're also thinking about money. There could be money aspects here. Creatively thinking of ways to make ends meet. You're very busy. What does this energy that they're dealing with have to do with that? What does the energy they're dealing with have to do with that? Well, they got the pyrite. Let the money flow in. So both are set on a mindset of money. As if you see with the pyrite and the iolite. So was there an argument or something to do with money? Is it based around money? Be gullible. Be kind to yourself. So maybe there was healthy boundaries they put up. You see a boundary with them and they put that boundary up. Maybe it's with money. Uknight. Live in the now. Maybe that was in the past energy. So let's see what comes out with Uknight. I want one more on the energy you're dealing with. The energy that Aquarius is dealing with. Pink opal. Why is it present? I have one more on pink opal. For Aquarius for the greatest good. Speak the truth. So, there's something that they're holding or you're holding. I said that with them. Their solar plex is running hard too, along with the heart chakra. So they might be thinking over a heart or a head decision. Heart or a head decision. Amethyst. Trust your intuition. And that's what you guys are doing. You, Aquarius. You trust something, but you trust that they're holding back on something. So trust your instincts. Let's see Uknight here. Live in the now. What do they want you? What do they expect? The energy. Black tourmaline. To protect yourself. They know you're guarded. And I think that they're guarded as well. One more for the energy between Aquarius and who they're dealing with. One more for the energy for Aquarius and who they're dealing with. It keeps wanting to go back. Clear the clutter. So somebody's maybe approaching you wanting to clear something up, and it goes back and forth and back and forth, but they're coming with half-truths. And it's something that you know. They pull on the heartstrings to get you to lighten up. That's the energy I got. Let's see the blocks in this. Well, there was a cycle, you know. Somebody got rigid. You might be dealing with a Pisces energy and or a fire sign, water sign, fire sign. We also have a cycle here. You know, you had to remind yourself of who you are. You had to use your intuition. You knew there was rigidness in it because it's step forward here. And I want to say that's the energy between you, as I predicted in the crystal. Let's see your energy. Let's see Aquarius's blocks for their greatest good. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Well, you got the High Priestess of Fire, so you have passion about it. And then the High Priestess of Spirit, knowing something. So you've been observing for a while. And then you got the High Priestess of Water and an understanding. So you know they're emotional. You know that they're, you know, back and forth, back and forth. I think you tried to come across and help them, and they got angrier with that, you know. So it's like type of person that you would leave alone, you know, when they're going through it. And I think that's the understanding that you have here. How do they feel towards Aquarius and the blocks? How do they feel towards Aquarius? Well, they got fulfillment with something, and they're not something upside down. So they're fulfilled with not reaching out. Maybe leaving you waiting. Yeah, which is no success in that. It's upside down. And again, don't forget who you are, whoever this is for. Because clearly they know you've been trying to reach out, you know, and clearly they're just ignoring it. They're rigid. Not about of that. Top card between you. Confidence. They don't have the confidence to approach this. Kind of the energy that Aquarius has. The energy Aquarius is holding in this matter. Current energies for Aquarius. There's something in the foundation. Again, family came out. Family has come out in every one of them. Aries, I'd still have to do Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. But family card has come out in every one of them. If you want to look. I mean, you can read it for your moon sign, sun sign, Venus, you know, it doesn't matter. Reunion, soul ties. So that's also been coming out. So there's a reunion between this. This could be family in the foundation. There's a sense of security. You know, that's the way you feel. And they have a timing card, I think, where they need to heal. They've been wounded in something. You know, love is upside down. You know, and maybe you've noticed a change in them since autumn. Mm-hmm. You know, and you feel something is set in the reunion. In this soul tie. Been a retrieval. There was a lot of sabotage with this, you know, between you. A lot of control. Something had to be let go, you know, and I think, you know, Aquarius did that. through expression. Maybe even reaching out to family, you know, to try to control this union that you're dealing with. Let's see why they're timing card. What is their intention? Let's get that first. What's their intention? They're watching you. They have a sense of control with them. Maybe they want a reunion with you. They know you know the truth. And they know your family is backing up that truth. Why are they watching? Why are they watching? Aquarius. Why is the watching energy here for Aquarius? For who they're dealing with? Something to do with the past and something to do with abundance. So they're waiting to see what situation you're in. You know, like how you're doing. I lost that. Sorry, Spirit guides. Can I have what was in the past? Something that they wanted to happen. You know, they made an offer of love and you denied it. Or they made an offer of love, yeah, and you denied it. And they might use money as a way to soften the blow or soften their approach, and still yet you deny it. Yeah. Maybe money sabotaged this relationship too, and that can happen too. There was self-care for your part and a higher self, and you had to let it go. And they want to know if they should protect themselves, should they nurture this, should they try again, because they're getting a message, and it's a firm message. They know you're the family-orientated type of person as well. Pluto's present, so you would remove anything real quick that would jeopardize anything. And they're watching something to see if they could have abundance. And then there's suffering next to that. So I don't quite like their energy and their control. Yeah, so they're you know, they're very confused, whoever you're dealing with. They're in an illusional state. Delusional, if you would. What's the advice here? Passions, lust, anger, attraction, vitality, and action. And then one night stand. Don't go near them. Don't make an attempt to go near this person. You know, guard yourself. They're guarded as well, so it's the same thing. And then you just get together and it's disastrous. Again, toxic. So there's a one night stand energy here. And trust is at a distance. There's no trust. What are the toxicity? Can I have 3 on the toxicity? Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, we got King of Wands. Again, control. You know, a commitment issue as well. Yeah, high for them. Commitment. Somebody's not committed and just moving things out. They'd rather sit in it, in the sadness. You know, so let them sit in it. How do you look at it? Well, you plan to make movement, you know. You know they're being sneaky. You know, you've already strategized this. Then that's what they wanted. Yeah. And you just didn't let it affect you. Ground thought. Yeah, judgment. You didn't let it affect you. They got the tower. Oh, oh yeah, you're on it. You're definitely on it. You're working on something. You're working on letting it go. You know, they have a tower they have to deal with. It's commitment tower. It's toxic tower. Watching tower. Observing. Knowing that they're creating towers. You know, there's a judgment on your side. Yeah, you didn't want this kind of movement. And they, you know, and they're sitting with the 3 of Swords. I hate to say it. But Aquarius is a healing energy, and I don't think that they like to be played with. So mind games here, or purposely putting a tower, and you're protected. You're very, very, very protected. They might be coming from a hurt place. I want to get one for the person that Aquarius is dealing with, because Aquarius would want me to. They have to go inside themselves, and they have to work on finding their own clarity, in the solitude that they're in now, and that's what they're doing. Then that's all you can ask for, and this is at a rest. And you feel it's never going to be a resolution or a reunion with this. You want to let go and move forward. Let go and move forward. Like I said, even I think that this person has emotional outbursts, I guess, and that half of what they're coming from is an illusion, so you try to be there for them the best you can, but it gets to you at times. It really does. It gets to you at times where you just rather just let it go. And I think that's the best advice, is that you let something go. Aquarius. I love your energy. I got one card for you, and then another for affirmation. My Holy Spirit, the holding. I already feel it's spiritual. The nightingale always in a predicament, right? You're the frog. So you're not willing to make a leap. You're not willing to take a chance. You're not willing to move forward with this. So whatever this is for you, you're not moving forward to it. You're not getting attracted to it. You're not getting sucked back in to the lies. You're not getting sucked back into someone else's tower. Period. All right, good job. 1704. A significant change to stabilize for yourself. Very well done. Take care.